If you've seen the show Lie to Me, you would have seen the protagonist, Paul Lightman. Or should I say Paul Lightman, is an expert body language professional and facial recognition expert. He helps the police catch murderers, thieves, pickpockets, and other bad people. His life is loosely based on the life of Paul Ekman, who is an actual body language expert. But why are we talking about body language and facial expression? Let's find out. Welcome to the second episode of From the Horse's Mouth. Today, we're going to learn about non-verbal communication. As human beings, we have a tendency to see first and hear later. This is why when we meet strangers for the first time, we form an impression about them within 30 seconds of meeting them. Albert Mehrabian, a psychologist, once told us that 93% of what we communicate has got nothing to do with what we say. In fact, it's got more to do with your body language, facial expression and tone of voice, also known as nonverbals of communication. Now, when you're going to give a speech, or maybe sit for an interview, or deliver a presentation, we hardly give thought or neglect the effect of nonverbals, which can have a huge impact on the outcome. For instance, having an open body language signals confidence. We subconsciously perceive these people as more approachable compared to others who don't adopt an open body language. These others are often perceived as non-trustworthy or as if they're hiding something. To know more about how our body language can influence others, check out our curated reading material below in the description. In addition to influencing how other people perceive us, our body language has a great influence on our minds. It can affect how we feel and think. Amy Cuddy, a researcher, established a correlation between holding high power positions and hormone levels. She goes on to explain how people who hold high power positions, which is basically just an open and expansive body posture, often feel more in control and powerful in situations than others. In her research, she goes on to conduct an experiment where one set of people were asked to hold high power positions and another set of people were asked to hold low power positions for 2 minutes before a mock interview. Once the interview was over, they found out that the participants who held high power poses had performed much better than their counterparts who held low power poses. And this had an effect on their body chemistry. People who adopted a high power pose faced an increase in their testosterone levels and a decrease in the levels of their stress hormone cortisol. A similar effect was noticed in an experiment where participants were forced to fake a smile by holding a pen between their lips. Now, when you smile, the brain gets tricked into feeling happy. And these participants who were forced to fake a smile recorded lower blood pressure, lower heart rate, and an increase in dopamine levels, which naturally made them feel more happy. Just like how our mind can shape our body can also shape our mind. Our body language not only helps people perceive us better, but can also shape who we are.